It's payday and I'm feeling the generosity for the best stream in the world. Thanks, everything. You're welcome. Thank you very much. Ryan and Hesher, thanks for subs and bits. Marcus Harben passed away funerals today. I know, I fucking heard. I was going to tweet. I want to talk about it in the stream, but I want to talk about the stream. I was going to tweet it, but Marcus Harben, who hold on a wee second. His funeral's today. Marcus Harben, who was he was a director that I got involved with, like, before I got into telly stuff. He directed my original Swings sketch. He died. He died recently, just the other day, of cancer, I think. Let me Swings. So here's the one that was in the pilot. He directed this. Look at my fucking denims in that, man. It was like my first kind of experience.
Look at that, look. A wee boy having a swing. He's got a whole park to himself. Not a care in the world, eh? Not a care in the world. I want to do that. I want to have a swing. But can I? Can I fuck? I mean, just imagine you were walking past here, you looked in.
No, my denims were like that. That was my wait till you see the bottom of it later on.
Except for one person on a swing, but instead of being a wee boy, it's a man. A grown man on a swing. What would you think?
Christ, look at it.
I tell you what you'd think. You'd think, check out that fucking weirdo. You wouldn't think that just because the guy's having a swing. You would think it because the guy's having a swing alone. Because if he had a guy next to him, you would think...
That's him there, that's Marcus there.
Having a laugh, just showing off to each other, wouldn't you? Or if it was a lassie next to him, you'd think, oh look,
that's Lynn.
People having a wee lovey-dovey swing together, you know, like, it would look so loved up, you know? Kind of romantic, right? But a guy by himself? No. Oh, he's a fucking weirdo. And why is that? Because I know having a swing's childish, but it's not as if it's pure out of order childish. It's not as if it's like a grown man wearing a nappy, you know what I mean? I'll tell you why it is. It's because, see, when you're about 12 years old or something, everybody starts telling you to grow up. Everybody starts telling you to grow up and get off that fucking swing. Otherwise you look like a weirdo. Otherwise you won't fit in. Right, well that's me fitting in. That's me fitting in. That's me off the swing now. You happy? That's me fitting in. What have you got for me now then? What have you got for me? I'm 12 years old, I'm bored. What have you got for me to replace that? I tell you what you've got. Fags, booze, drugs, nothing. In fact, forget about me being 12-year-old. I'm 32-year-old and I still want to go on that swing. But you still won't let me go on it. So what have you got for me now? What have you got to replace that? I'll tell you what. Work. Monday to Friday, work. Next Monday to Friday, work. Monday to Friday after that, work. Have to get steam at the weekend to forget about work. Get up Monday morning and dread going into work. Or go on some pissy holiday to forget about work, come back and have to catch up on my work. Work. They wonder everybody's depressed. They wonder everybody hates their life. And this isn't just about the swing. No. Now why should he get to go on the swing when I can't?
You're horrible.
No. Wee man, I know. Honest. You understand me older, right? You're cliche.
What a move!
Bastard.
What a vault! And remember, everybody, can I just say, I forget about it, denims. I can't believe I've wore denims that fucking flary, man. They're like fucking flares. I was walking on them. And remember, everybody, I'm that much an expert that for the sketch, I have to, on the second one here, like put the first one up, and on the second one, almost put it up, but then go bast up because I don't manage to do it. Now that takes fucking skill. Look, And also, remember, it's single camera. So it's done in this take, and then done in that take as well. Cover your whole shoe, I know, fucking day. So I'm playing that because Marcus, who was the director, who edited it? Was it me that edited it, or was it Kenny? This other guy, I can't remember, but I was doing my very first live show at Blackfriars, March 2007, and Marcus Harben was there as a kind of director and filmer, filmer of the show for the culture show. He's there to film. He was there to like record my kind of bit for the culture show, just kind of talking about people at the Glasgow Comedy Festival and talking about stage fright. So they're going to talk to me because it's my very first show. I'd done stand up like 2 or 3 times before, like for like 10 minutes or 5 minutes to get me prepared for this show, but it was my very first like full show, and then so I became pally with him and did some things with him, and that was the first kind of thing that I did. I wrote that, and he came up with how to direct it and where to film it and all the rest of it. So I didn't really know about film it in two day it and then film it again at a different size. That angle, this angle, that angle. So it was really good. He, I think he's about the same age as me, or was, and found out recently about 6 months ago he's got cancer, and then Linto was just all day. He died. Died of fucking cancer, just like that. So, that was that. Fucking hell. And I'm no usually affected by fucking death that much. I mean, mine was death, sort of. I think I was more like, right, kind of like that. But when I hear about things died, I'm like, all right, Christ, how about that? But with Marcus, because I sort of hung about with him for a bit, and we worked on some things, and we had some wee kind of disagreements on stuff as well. Like later on, we didn't sort of work together, and almost because of that, and the wee sort of disagreements, and then being pal and sort of no pally as well. And then he dies, fucking cancer. I'm like, it's I think he's got a couple of wains as well. I think a wife and a couple of wains. So I hope they're all right. So there you go. That's what I did with him right there. Fucking I terrible. That's it, and it just goes to fucking show you. It goes to show you in a way, and this isn't something I would say at the fucking funeral or anything like that. But it goes to, I guess this is a selfish way of looking at it. It goes to fucking show you. You're thinking about when I'm about 80 or something, when I'm about 70 or 80, and like I've done this, so I've got all this time in the world, I've got this time left. I'm already thinking to myself, 46, so you're talking maybe 80 if you're lucky, if you've still got your marbles. That's about another 40 years. As Marcus died, same age as me, just like that. A guy I knew from Millport, remember I was telling you before, died of heart attack just there in front of his dad and his brother playing football. Heart attack, same age as me, about 10 or 15 years ago. You think you've got all the time in the fucking world, and then that happens. So, I don't know. If any sort of fucking, and again, I would never actually fucking just say this at the funeral or anything like that. If any sort of fucking good and any sort of upside can come from fucking death, it is that to try and remember that you're going to fucking die, and that you'll to try and enjoy what you fucking got. if any ups, you know, rather than getting. I wouldn't say this to anybody close to Marcus. I wouldn't say, oh, here's an upside. Here's a cheery way of looking at it. I was kind of like this at my mom's funeral, mind you. I was saying, I mean, she had a good life and all that. She was only fucking 51, 52 when she died, and I thought that was, it's a bit old, but it's not that old. That's like fucking 5 years away from me, which is old, but it's not like fucking 80. Is to try and fucking appreciate what is fucking alive and what you've got and all the rest of it. Again, I don't mean to be. One of the reasons why I don't like talking about stuff like this is because I can maybe come across as flippant or try and see the happy side or the fucking upside or anything like that, and it sounds like I'm going like that. Oh well, just goes to show you. You think you've got that amount of time, you've no. Oh well, or but that I kind of just think like that. I was just kind of thinking to myself, that's me. That's fucking me that just died. If that can happen to him, that can. I mean, I know everybody, tons of people get cancer and just and generally lots of illness and disease and everything. But because I knew him, I'd sort of walked to him and got on with him and sort of didn't get on with him as well at other times. That's like somebody I fucking know. Do you know what I mean? And I'm like, that's so fuck's sake, it's Friday. But what I'm saying is, to try and fucking enjoy what's there. Ozzy, thanks for the sub. RoboFixer, thanks for £7.77. Love hexagons, love to swing alone. Great stream, thank you very much. Who called you a banjo? Thanks for the sub. I think I've still got that jacket. Toddman, thanks for the sub. The Ratman, Alzasto, Levitron, thanks for the subs. Thanks again. Right. Stone Boy, thanks for the sub. Right, here we fucking go. Here we go. Those jeans should be in a fucking museum. I can't believe it. See when I watched the DD one that I made as well. I see that how baggy they are, and I'm like, I remember Lynn bought me denims that were slightly kind of tighter. Slightly, and I'm like, they're too tight. Let's see if I could almost feel the denims touching my fucking skin. They felt too tight. Hold on.